This is V from a Canadian RV, right? In this video what I'm doing is I'll be replacing my gas struts on my awning, and I'll show you what the symptom was and why I'm replacing these. But let's do an unboxing. This is a package that I bought off Amazon, and I will put a link to it. So what you get in the package is you get some locking washers, because you're going to need those. Once you break the other ones off, you'll have to probably put the new ones on. So this package, it gives it to you. And let's open it up and see what's inside. So here's the way they come out. And let me see if I can pull this styrofoam off, and I'll be right back. So here I am. I've just taken the cover off as it comes in the packaging, and you can see the gas strut. It's already out. And this one here, I don't know if you can see the part numbers and everything clearly there, but it's high pressure, do not open, do not heat. Part number 3108392.139. Force is 150 pounds per strut. So they're going to go up on the awning, and the symptom was that it wouldn't go out and it would just kind of bind. I could push it out, and once I got it to a certain point it would go out all the way. But let me show you all that. Oh, also I should say there's a second one that's in the box. You get a pair, and there's one right there too. So it's the same as this. I won't take the insulation off, but to show you. Anyway, let's get to the replacing it. So here's the symptom that we had when I was pushing the button to extend my awning. And you can see where it was just would roll out a little bit and didn't want to seem to start the process. Here's another view from the front part of it. And you can see where it's nicely rolled up and locked in place. And you'll see where it just releases, but the arm didn't want to seem to push it all the way out. So I thought, okay, time to change the two rams. So we're just trying different things here now. So this is what the symptom was. Every time it used to go back when it was out, it would rattle. Like it would just, the piston didn't seem to want to go back in. So the gas shock that you want to replace is of course right in there, and that's what actually pushes out the awning. So the first thing that you're going to remove is this little locking washer right here, which will release this arm, and what you'll need is to support the outside of the awning. So we're going to put a big ladder up there to support that when that comes out. So again, this is the point right here, and in mine I can actually move this up and down with this knob here if I want to tip one corner of it. So the first part we'll do is remove that washer, which removes that bolt or the fastener right between it, and it will release this one part. Now the next part, when you go up there, that's quite easy to remove that. But let's do this first, releasing this part of the arm, and then the next part that we'll take off is this one right here that releases the tension that's up on the arm. So what we've done right now, we've set up two ladders. The one ladder you need to take out all the locking washers, and this one here, when the awning comes down, it's going to come down and sit on the top of that ladder, so it'll come down about 1 to 2 feet in this corner. So we'll be ready to start taking out the locking washers. What a good thing to do is, what we've done is we've strapped this corner just in case the wind picks up. We can strap it to the ladder and keep it down in this corner. So the next step is to remove the bolts. So here are some of the tools that you will need. A needle nose pliers, a Phillips screwdriver just to push the rods through, one very small straight screwdriver to start prying off the lock washer, and then maybe a bigger screwdriver to finish the job there. So There'll be more tools, but let's take the lock washers off. So the first one that you're going to remove is the arm that's right there, the upper part. And this is the lock nut that you're going to take off. So what I've decided to do is we're going to remove all the lock washers on the rods, making it a lot easier to move the unit after. So this is what we're going to do. Now the next one is we've taken off this one right here. Next we're going to take off the back one, and then we're going to go right to the top where the rod is in the arm and take that one off. Whoa, took off. Good thing we've got spares. Now what we've done here is we've got, of course, our friend helping us out. And what you're going to do is when you pull the bolts out, there are little washers and fittings inside that bolt, you might want to call it. And you've got to be careful not to drop those out. And you're going to put pressure on the arm that's holding the piston rod, and be very careful and gentle pulling it out. Now I have to apologize, this is not one of my best videos for showing step by step, only because it was very difficult to shoot video and also hold the awning, and so the more people you have to do this job, the better it would be. But at least you'll get a good idea of the challenges that you have to do to replace this. So there it is. It's coming out. The awning just dropped, and it's ready now to rest on the ladder, and that's what I'm showing here. So we're working on one side right now, and as we take off the ram, we put in the new one, and then I move to the front one. So let's keep watching here, and I'll give you more commentary as we're going through. So now we're just removing the upper part, and you can see where the arm will go down. And so we're now just removing the old one from the back unit. And you can see where it's sitting on the ladder, and what we've done also too, just in case the wind would catch it, we would have a strap on it that we could keep it tight on the ladder. Now what we've done is on the back one, you can see where we've already put it back. And again, I apologize for not showing that process, only because it was so finicky and we had to hold so many things. So now we've just moved into the front unit and working on that right now. And you have to be a little more careful, because you see on this one here is the power wire that runs the motor that takes the awning in and out. Again, we've done the same thing. We put a ladder on it. We've strapped it down just in case the wind wanted to catch it. And you can see the wire there that we're dealing with too. So you want to make sure that the wire is good and that you don't nick it or catch it in any of the bolts. Now, again, what we were saying here is the more people, the better that you have on this project. It's only a little bit of a challenge because you're holding down the one arm that supports the ram, and you have to push it down to make sure that it connects properly. So here we taped the wire, made sure everything was correct, and now we're putting the ram back, and also with all the different pieces. And like I say, not my best video because we didn't show you step by step, but so this is the final part right here. We've got all the new rams back in, and we're just going to drive it to do a test run, and you see it's nice and smooth right now. There was no noise when it was coming back in, and everything seemed to work very, very nice. This is V from a Canadian RVer. Hope this helped a little bit on changing the rams on your awning. Please subscribe, please give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next video.